that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And a chance now to look at the schedule for San Antonio. On Sunday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Brooklyn Nets. And then Monday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors.
And for that game against Miami, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see lineups get sorted out.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. Stephon Castle is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Champagnie at the small forward position. And for the Pelicans, Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Trey Murphy out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Messi in at the 5, roaming the paint. Grant, hard to believe that NBA games are back. Preseason pontification is over.
BA, you're spot on. No more guessing, no more wondering. The games count now. A lot of optimism could be about to vanish in these first handful of games. Got to check it out.
Here's Champagnie. Barnes passes to Champagnie. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, this summer saw Hall of Famer Joe Dumars put in charge of the Pelicans front office, returning to his home state of Louisiana. He talked about it being the right place, right time, right people in New Orleans. And he's looking to ensure it's super organized, classy, and elite organization.
They'll get there. Shams, thank you. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And for all the optimism, Grant, the Spurs having to navigate some tough seas with health challenges.
Yeah, the legendary Greg Popovich moving to a front office role. Then Wemby suffering a blood clot too. Some trying times, but this team's foundation of togetherness has helped.
And the basket by Castle.
Yeah, and for a guard, Castle loves to take his game in deep and challenge those bigger defenders.
Pass to Messi. Castle against Poole. Shot clock at 6. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. And there's Williamson on the assist by Poole.
Yeah, you could see Zion's internal clock go off there.
Wembanyama, screen on Poole. Here's Wembanyama. Back to Castle. Here's Champagnie, defended by Jones. And the shot goes in.
Well, that's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Here's Williamson. 27 points his last game. Here's Poole. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Castle. And it's San Antonio's ball. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of New Orleans this year.
These teams split the season series last year, neither making an impact in the conference overall.
Now here's Poole. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
When Poole gets this close, he knows to go for it. He's not going to waste a chance at all.
Outside Barnes. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Pelicans trail by 3. Jones feels it out. It's Poole on the wing. on it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And after breaking out in his 3rd season and winning a title, Jordan Poole has struggled to recapture that high level of last season. Encouraging, Grant.
Yeah, it was much more efficient with his shooting, B.A. Now, can his defense get back to a championship level? We'll see.
And here's New Orleans now. After the basket by San Antonio. Here's Poole. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
What a swat. As Wembanyama refines his defense, more and more shots are going to be in danger.
Here's Castle. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
And you know, I mean, they played with great energy all the way through. Just fell a little bit short.
Yeah, and sometimes that's what happens in this league. You can play your A game and still get beat.
Now here's Poole. 17 points for him last game against Memphis. Poole can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back to you.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Castle, following the score by New Orleans. Pass to Barnes, and stolen by Williamson. The 3. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jones finds Poole. Shot clock at 5. Williamson for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Barnes. Misi grabs the board. And it's Poole with the ball for the Pelicans. They trail by 1. Pass to Williamson. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Spurs have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Now here's Castle. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Wembanyama softly drops in the floater. Wembanyama's got 6 points.
Nice little floater there. Soft touch.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. San Antonio on top, leading by 3. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Spurs?
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
We've got Sadiq Bey, and it's Queen in at the power forward position. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
Now here's Sohan. Pass to Bryant. Let's go with a 3. And it's Matkovic with a rebound. The Pelicans trail, and the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up, and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
San Antonio with the ball after New Orleans, 3-pointer on the other end. From deep, Harper And Bay pulls it down. Well, the Pelicans shooting 40% from the field in this one. Pass to Hawkins. Here's Fears. There's a screen. Bay outside. Here's Hawkins. Offline with a three. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Johnson's got his first points of the game. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Stan, the importance of team chemistry. Why is it so hard to win without it?
Well, look, Brian, it's not just talent. The talent has to fit together. Guys have to complement each other. Sometimes you see teams where you've got 2 really talented guys or 3 really talented guys, but their games are the same. That won't work. You need complementary talent. And when you have it, things come together quickly.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Zion Williamson is checked in for Matkovic. Jones comes in for Bay. And it's Poole in for Hawkins. Poole outside. And the Pelicans miss again. The Spurs have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Johnson passes to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama making it look easy.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Here's Fears. Pass to Williamson. Over Wembanyama. That one a little long. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And it's been an interesting ride of late for Keldon Johnson. Stan being asked to take on a number of different roles.
Well, B.A., some guys would struggle seeing their spot in the rotation and their minutes change. But Johnson takes it all in stride and puts the team first.
Carving out space, Zion.
Well, there's nothing you can do when Zion is at the rim like that. Impossible to move him.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Spurs with some changes. Harrison Barnes comes in for Johnson, and Stephon Castle subbed in for McLaughlin. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Vassell outside. Inside. Oh, it's Wemby.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
It's Poole on the wing. He's guarded by Castle. Williamson outside. Clock at 6. He shoots. Again, Williamson missing.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It'll be on Zion Williamson.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. Grant, when you talk about the Pelicans, year after year, it comes back to health.
And you sometimes wonder if there's something in the water in New Orleans or some bad juju, because they're certainly due for some better luck.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Coach, after making the playoffs 22 consecutive years up through 2019, the San Antonio Spurs have not been back to that stage since.
Well, every franchise, even storied ones like the Spurs, go through transitional periods. Fortunately for them, they have a lot of young talent and should be back in the playoffs sooner rather than later.
Now here's Castle. Pass to Champagny. Wembanyama down low. He's guarded by Misi. Wembanyama with a bucket.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot, not one.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. It was a lost season for the New Orleans Pelicans. Continued injury troubles derailing a team that, when healthy, looked capable of a top seed, leaving some wondering whether a curse needed lifting. But with some draft help and a still talented roster, the hope is this will be the year. Back over to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And now looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here's a view of which teams last year got after it with their shot blocking. The fourth spot held by the Spurs.
Well, they played great defense last season. They had great rim protection, and they were very disruptive. .103
left in the first half. Poole against Castle. Poole outside. Clock at 4. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Castle.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Pass to Wembanyama. San Antonio moving the ball around. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. And now it's a 9-point San Antonio lead.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
And again, New Orleans no good. Castle outside. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
And so it's San Antonio closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be right back after this word.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the New Orleans Pelicans.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shots.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
Moving on, in our game, here are the top performers so far.
You watch them, they have competing styles, man. But the net effect, at least offensively, is very, very similar.
Pretty crazy how easy it is for these guys to score.
They make it look easy, Ernie. It ain't.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Spurs lead by 11. So on the floor for the Spurs, Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. Devin Vassell out there with Stephon Castle. And it's Champagny at the 3, the small forward.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
All right, Stan, Devin Vassell, a proven scorer, now with some experience under his belt. What do you make of him?
Well, he's definitely an interesting player, B.A. The important thing for him is focusing on taking more high percentage shots.
San Antonio with the ball. After the basket by New Orleans. Here's Castle. It's deflected. Vassell against Poole. Now Williamson. 6 points for him. Back to Poole. The three is up. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To the paint. Here's Castle. Rebounded by New Orleans.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Poole outside. Pass to Williamson. Good work defensively by Castle.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Vassell's shot is good.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Poole against Castle. Puts it up from 12. Poole's shot is off.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
The three from Barnes. Jones grabs the board. Pelicans trail by 13. Pass to Poole. To the inside, and they double up Williamson. Stolen by Vassell. To the middle. Here's Champagny. Three-pointer. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 4 rebounds now. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Castle.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Nice shot by Wembanyama.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And the Pelicans last season, Stan, just 21 wins. Their worst record in over a decade.
Well, look, they were hamstrung by injuries, and that's been an issue for the last few years with New Orleans. When healthy, this team has the talent to compete in the West, but they haven't been able to stay healthy.
Here's Champagny. San Antonio moving the ball around. Pass to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. Pelicans cleared away. Misi's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Poole. Stolen by Wembanyama. Down low. It's tipped. It's stolen by Poole. And now New Orleans on the break to stop the drought. Over Wembanyama. Rebound by San Antonio.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Barnes, it's good.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Well, Stan, the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down three-point looks because he's standing in front of them.
New Orleans making some changes. Matkovic, he's checked in for Misi. And it's Queen in for Williamson. Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Barnes. 1:43 left in the third. Poole, the pass to Jones. Six to shoot. Rebounded by Champagnie.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, everything Johnson does on the court, he does with force.
Castle against Poole. On the wing, Jones. They set the screen to the middle. Here's Queen, and he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Champagnie. Harper comes in for Vassell, and it's McLaughlin in for Castle. That one misses. And the new front office for New Orleans aiming to set a high standard, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., amidst some adversity with help, the Pelicans have to focus what's in their hands to control and leave no stone unturned in chasing greatness.
Here's Fears. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. There's the three. Nails it from three. Fears has got 6 points.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
17 seconds left in the third quarter here. From deep, Wembanyama. And there's his first miss of the game. Now 9 for 10. Pass to Williamson. Here's Fears. And that's not gonna go. And so the San Antonio Spurs leading by 17 at the end of the period. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. Back to the game after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Fears, and it's Makovich in at the 5. That's the Pelicans' 5. Now here's Sohan. Pass to Harper. Wembanyama screen. Harper passes to Sohan. Takes the 3. And it's Makovich with a rebound. Pelicans trail by 17. Here's Hawkins. The 3 ball. Sohan with a rebound. Johnson on the wing. Covered by Williamson. And it's good for 2.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Williamson against Wembanyama for 3. Fears. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And Sohan gets it to go. And the Spurs lead by 21.
And really a two-way force in transition. Sohan will run out on the break, and he can get back quickly on defense as well.
Here's Queen. Pass to Fears. Here's Hawkins. The 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's McLaughlin. Fades back. And it's Hawkins with a rebound.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Pass to Matkovich. Williamson inside. Johnson on it. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. It has been special watching Zion since he came into the league, hasn't it, Stan?
Look, B.A., I'll tell you this. Zion is unique in the way he plays the game. Not many guys are even capable of doing the things he does. Players like him don't come around often.
Now here's Barnes. Left side, Wembanyama. And that one falls. Now 10 for 12 with that make.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
To the inside. Here's Misi. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Barnes with it. He's picked up by Williamson. That one goes in. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Here's Williamson. Williamson is doubled. Outside Jones. 4-3. Rebounded by Champagnie. Champagnie's got 4 rebounds now. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. And with the new 2-day format for the NBA draft, some executives complain, Grant, saying it helps out the disorganized teams.
Well, those teams could be in trouble regardless. With the push for parity, the league might not mind giving them some extra time to process during the draft.
Now here's Williamson. Pass to Poole. Here's the 3. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Jones has got 3 assists tonight.
No waiting around from Poole. He got rid of it quickly.
San Antonio moving the ball around. Barnes passes to Wembanyama. For 3, Vassell sends it home from three-point land.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Poole. Out left to the wing. Here's Williamson. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
Yeah, you need to know where Wemby is. If he's anywhere close to the rim, it's really tough to score.
The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Spurs.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Victor Wembanyama.
He really influenced the game with his rebounding. Just a stellar performance. With all the work he put in, he's going to sleep well tonight.
Here's McLaughlin. Outside Johnson. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Poole from long range. Sohan with a rebound. On offense, here is San Antonio. They're on a 14-5 run. And here's Castle. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Harrison, we saw some hot shooting for you. Did you have a sense coming in that you were poised for a performance like this?
Just trying to let it fly. That's been a big message our coach has been trying to preach to us. The coaching staff really is just play loose, play free, go out there and have some fun, and that's what we did tonight.
You have the green light. Thanks, Harrison.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.